Oh gosh, I know what you're saying. Oh my God, my Aunt Norma's on stage. I'm not your Aunt Norma, and I'm going to give you some advice that your Aunt Norma might not tell you. Is that okay with you, Bridget? Can I call you Bridget? It's okay, I'm going to give you some advice. It's okay, I know what you're saying. I just turned 60. I'm really willing to admit that as long as I get my discounts. You know what that is, Frank, right? I mean, call you Frank? That's right. And I'm out shopping for my third ex-husband. That means I'm dating again. I figure my husbands have about a 15-year shelf life, so I should be able to get in another one, maybe 2. So I'm dating, and dating in your 60s is really weird. I have to warn you, stay with what you're doing because it gets really weird. It's really kind of like French kissing somebody with dentures. When you get all up in there, you find out how strange it really is. It's really different because men that are in their 60s, I date more men that have hair. They have more hair on their ears than they do on their head. And they think getting lucky is finding a parking spot at Walmart. It's really sad. It's really sad. And all of them, well, most of them anyway, I have to say, have Dickie-Doo. You know what Dickie-Doo is? Matt? Can I call you Matt? Do you know what Dickie-Doo? You don't know, honey? That means his belly sticks out more than his Dickie-Doo? Just wait, Matt. Just wait. It's really weird. I had one man tell me one time, he said, honey, when you got that good of a tool, you got to build it a big shed. I didn't have the heart to tell him when you got a shed that big, you're going to lose that little tool. I dated a man named Bob. Don't you love people named after verbs? I dated a man named Bob, and Bob was a prime example of what happens to men after 60 when they need that little blue pill to get the general to stand up and pay attention, you know? And Bob and I would be sitting on a couch watching a movie, and the movie would be about halfway over, and it had about an hour more to go, and Bob would get up, he'd go to the kitchen and get himself a drink of water because he was thirsty, and I'd hear this medicine bottle rattle. And well, an hour later, the movie would be done, and he would be frisky and all over me. Well, 2 or 3 times of that happening, I heard the medicine bottle rattling. I started to get aroused. I understood Pavlov's dogs a little better. You know, and to this day, I can't hardly get near the pharmacy at CVS without being in the aisle. I think that's why they put the Depends back there. Soak up all that moisture. But I decided that, you know, I just was going to trade sex for food. But these days, I just can't get into my own pants. I remember those days. Oh, I remember those days, Amy. Have you had those days, Amy? Can I call you Amy? I remember those days fondly. That's when I wear my flowered underwear. I wear the flowered underwear because it's a loving memory of all the faces that have been planted there. Yeah, but you know, my daughter told me I could be more attractive if I was a different shape than round. So she told me, why don't I come to the Zumba class with her? And I said, Zumba class? Well, I'll tell you what, I went with her, I jumped, I twisted, I bounced, I jumped, I twerked, I did everything imaginable. And by the time I got that leotard on, that class was over. I'm going to show you a few things here now. I found a website that has adult toys, and I like to have fun. So I thought this would be something that would spice up my sex life. Amy, do you have an interesting sex life? She doesn't. You don't know, honey? If you don't know, it can't be very interesting. Now this is wonderful because this, oh my is right. watching TV by. It's got a nice soft light, but the best thing about this is it has a suction cup at the bottom. Makes it really sturdy when you stand it up. Wait a minute. You gotta lift these things to make them work, right? It's really sturdy for holding doors open, trust me. I gotta show you something else. Now, they had other things there. Now, this I was really impressed because this says it is best used for stimulation in the southern region. Now, I thought that was really good because we all live in Florida. And we are in the southern region, don't you think? And it comes in different colors, but it's great because it even, if you look at it, it even looks like the Florida Keys. And it has a handy retrieval ring, so it's good for the Christmas tree. I got one more thing to show you. Oh, heck, I got a lot of them to show you. This one's very discreet. You can use it at work and at home. And ladies, I'm telling you what, it looks just like the real thing, only it's not real. And listen. It's nice and quiet. So you can do this, you can use this anytime you should want. And you can mix your margaritas and your Crystal Light really nicely. These adult toys were a lot of fun. And I got more I can show you next time. And I want to show you one more. Oh wait, here, Amy, is that man with you? These are vibrating napkin holders. Oh, it's still in the package. Come on. This is the last one. It's not dirty. It's not dirty. It's just for adult fun. It's fun. And this one you can, well, this one's just a dildo. Okay, well, that's all I got to show you today.